Hey everyone, Sarafan here, and welcome back to another EXOS Heroes video. This time I want to talk to you about XES or XS, which is the most important and useful currency of the game, and which is super important for you to learn how to find it, where to use it, and what is the most efficient day-to-day mechanics you can implement in your gameplay to obtain it. So come with me and let me show you where and how to farm XES with a free-to-play approach. Before I dig deeper into this topic, I want to remember you guys that my main idea here is to offer you solutions or tips or a guide that help you to save money, to save your wallet, and to keep progressing on the game without starving, without feeling the regrets of spending money in something that is RNG based and not getting the satisfaction or the reward you were expecting. So the more free-to-play approach we have with the game, the lesser the frustration we're going to have at the moment of having a bad RNG reward when spending our XES. Now, all the currencies on the top bar are actually well implemented across all the mechanics of the game, so you will be using them all. But in the case of XES, the most common use is going to be improving your squad by recruiting new heroes. So I'm going to tell you all the places where you can actually get XES, but I am not going to rank them into a tier list because I believe that you are the one to decide which of the places where you can actually get XES are more fun to you, or if you want to play an efficiency gameplay, then you can actually go for all of them, but without no particular order. These are the places where you can actually get your XES on. The main campaign history, the Labyrinth, the daily tournaments, the Coliseum, the PvP or the 7-stunner arena, the diary, the raid battles, and finally the EXOS Festa or any kind of event that the game actually puts on. Right now, EXOS Festa is about to finish, but I'm going to believe that this is going to be a common practice from the guys of the game, the development team. Now, in the case of the events that the game offers you, like the EXOS Festa, we have purchased equipment. It's going to give me 50. I got in the second day I didn't got any XES, third day no, fourth day I got XES, fifth day I got materials, 6th day I got XES, and 7th day I got XES. So I'm not digging deeper too much into these kind of events because the game has just launched on global servers and I don't know if it is going to be commonly refreshed with new content or this is going to be like one each 2 months or once a year, I don't know. But in case that this practice continues to be available for players, then you can rely on to get your XES from here. In the case of raid, which is more team squad motivated, where you and your teammates of any air squadron are going to be attacking the bone dragon and getting damage down, as you can see down here. By the moment you actually kill the dragon, you're going to have rewards available, and the rewards are listed right here. Now, moving into our diary, you can see that we have available daily and weekly missions alongside with achievements. Achievement is going to be like one shot only. Almost half the achievement you have available are XES related. Moving into weekly and daily, well, this is self-explanatory. You're going to have daily a 30 amount of XES, and for the weekly side, you're going to have 250. Now, a quick note here is that daily quests also offer you XES. Some of the rewards you're going to get from completing them or from the NPCs that run around after you complete a daily quest offer you XES. The amount is too low for me to consider, but it's still a place where XES is going to be coming from. Now let's check about the PvP area, which is going to be 7-stunner. 7-stunner is like the place where the PvP happens. And the rewards for ranking up on the PvP arena are actually explained in this chart we have right here. The more you progress, you're going to see that the amount of XES grow as the extra kind of rewards, actually. Now, the PvP area is going to be closing in weekly basis, so you're going to find yourself rewarded 4 times a month if you actually participate, and if you are constant, you can be climbing up and getting more rewards as you move forward. Now, the other place to get your CES on is going to be the Coliseum, which is located inside each city. The city itself is going to have many icons, as you can see on the right, but one of them is always going to be the Coliseum. In case you don't see it, that means you have not progressed enough into the content of the game for that to be unlocked. So the weeks where World Fests are available, the Coliseum is closed, and the other way around. Now, the way the Coliseum works, you're going to be picking 5 pieces from a certain pool that the game offers you there, and you're going to be putting them into a random pre-established formation. And with that composition, which is my team information right now, you're going to be launching them into an automatic fight with other players' composition too. So this is all RNG. The first time you play the Coliseum, you're going to have 3 free tickets, and as you can see on the bottom, each free ticket have 3 failure chances. So keep in mind that this is a feature available only 2 times a month, and every time you see it available, you must participate in it. Now, the next location for you as a free-to-player to get your CES is going to be one of my favorites, because it actually implements well the participation on the community when they are on the high tier or if they are just beginning the game. And that's going to be the daily tournaments that happens and then resets each week. So the tournaments are quite straightforward. You're going to see a bracket, and they are going to be like set into different days of the week. And each time you actually make a correct prediction, then your bar is going to gauge here and going to be increasing, and the rewards going to be changing and moving forward. Now, the rewards are listed in this button on the bottom right corner, and the prediction success point reward, you're going to see that if you actually land all the certain winning sides, then you're going to have 400 CES available to you. So it's going to be common for you as a player, if you follow the community guidance, to land a lot of predictions correctly and to hand yourself with enough CES in a weekly basis. Now, before we move on, I want to make a quick note again on the attendance book, because the attendance book is another great source, as you can actually see for yourself. And sorry, I'm actually covering one of the huge one. The amount of CES available on the attendance book is actually really great, in my opinion, alongside with the other rewards available here. But I don't know if this is going to be a practice. I mean, I don't know if this is going to reset after the 28 is reached and I'm going back to day 1, or this is a 1 month boost for new players, and once I finish, then it's good. I really do not know. I do know that the new user attendance book is over once you reach the day 7, but again, this is still new for us. By the moment you watch this video, some time may have passed and you have more knowledge about this, but right now I cannot confirm to you as a player if this is like a guaranteed place for you to get CES. Now, the next area, which is going to be one of the most challenging one, but it's going to be rewarding as you move ahead on the content, is going to be the Jumper's Labyrinth. Jumper's Labyrinth is a place where you are going to be fighting. The more you move forward on the game, the more rewarding the Jumper's Labyrinth becomes. Now, one of the great features this game offers you, and is going to be available on the campaign too, is this button right here, where you can actually have the community guidance and experience for yourself in order to understand how to beat each floor. Now, the mechanic of the Jumper's Labyrinth is quite straightforward, but you cannot repeat this on daily basis. You can progress and move ahead, but you cannot repeat the previous level, so the reward you get from one level is done. And as you can see in this area, Jumper's Labyrinth resets on monthly basis. Now, as you may have figured by now, the last place where you're going to be getting your CES is going to be the main campaign history. The main campaign is actually like split into 10 chapters. By now, this is season 1 of the game, so I'm going to guess that once Season 2 hits the game, the campaign history is going to expand to a certain amount of chapters, maybe 10 more, maybe just 5, I don't know. So when you progress across all the main campaign, you're going to have 2 success sources. One is going to come by completing the missions with the perfect score, and this is going to be granted once we look inside. But the more stars you get in each episode of the chapter, the more this bar is going to fill, and as you can see, the more you progress, you're going to be granted with 50, 80, and 200 success. Now, to get this done, you must complete each of the mission with the 3 stars. Now, to get your 3 stars and fill this gap, you can actually check on the community guide, where you're going to see sometimes like warning about what heroes not to come or what type of hero not to come. Sometimes like round mechanics, like specific heroes needed for that. This is not repeatable, so once you complete a chapter or once you complete the episode, the amount of success is granted to you. And with this, I believe I did cover almost all of the free-to-play approach you have to get your success. Now, I believe this information is really important to have beforehand in case you keep progressing on the game and you may be missing your success acquirement because maybe the week is about to close and you did not participate on PvP, or maybe you did not check the Labyrinth and it's like right now it's only 1 week away. You can actually grab yourself before it resets. So what I want with this video is for you guys to be success efficient. In case you actually know all this information, then I'm going to ask you to share this with the friends you have that may not know about this. I believe this information is worth to spread, to share with friends, and to enhance other players' experiences. Now, in case you feel I did miss some success sources, please let me know in the comment section below. I believe the community of this game has been really nice so far, and we have been helping each other. All the social media has been like really engaging and really helping everyone. So if I can actually get and reach as many players as possible and bring all this help you guys has been spreading together and condense that into a video that actually makes easy for everyone to reach, then that's going to be a huge win for me. But this is all for now. Please let me know what you think on the comment section below. I hope that this time, with this video, or at least this kind of videos are going to be making, I can actually earn your subscription and I can earn your trust to spread the word, to share it, and to keep enjoying this ride with me on experience this great game that is EXOS Heroes. So there you have it, folks. Till the next one.